Welcome back. You're watching Business Morning on Channels Television. Of course, we're still talking about the state of the economy, but turning our attention to the waters and talking about maritime. So the world of shipping is next on the program, and I'll be talking to Captain Dada Labinjo, who is President, Nigeria Ship Owners Association, as well as a principal partner, Marina Law Chambers. He's also held command of different naval commands in the course of his of duty. So as we're still talking about that, let me quickly bring in my guest, Captain Dada Labinjo. Good morning to you, and thank you so much for joining me on the program.
Thank you, Harriet, and thank you for having me.
So, of course, you listened to a conversation I had on the program talking about securing the waterways and the engagement of the Vice President of the Niger Delta. We also know that the federal government has started plans to float a new shipping line. And judging by how the maritime sector already is, give us a sense of where we're coming from historically speaking in terms of the Nigerian National Shipping Line, because I remember that one. At least I did a little bit of history. And we also have the National Shipping Line. Talk to us a little bit about the successes of these these federal government carriers.
Well, okay. Harriet, you see, the Nigerian National Shipping Line was established in 1959. That was just before our independence. And at the time, well, maybe it was auspicious to have a national shipping line because we were able to do a few things. One, we were able to show Nigerian flag all over the world, shortly after our independence. Two, we had a platform. It acted as a platform to train practitioners, seafarers. Other than that, I do not see how it contributed to the economy of Nigeria on a very, very serious note. And probably that accounts for why it was liquidated in 1995. In fact, if you want to get into under the skin of General Olusegun Obasanjo, talk to him about shipping. Talk to him about floating a national shipping company, and you will see his reaction. And it is, of course, predicated on his experience with National Shipping Line. National Shipping Line, to me, did not make much economic contribution to Nigeria because, one, what do we produce? What does Nigeria produce that we have to export, that we have to take out? At that time, majorly what we were taking out were cocoa and probably just wait, and probably some granules. Do you understand? What do we bring back? What do we bring back? National Shipping Line was also in the conference line. So it means it is whatever cargo we are able to, that is allocated to them, that they will bring back. So before the conference lines give Nigeria National Shipping Line any serious cargo, they will have taken all the major cargoes and they will give them the not very interesting one. And what do we carry down? We carry mainly empty containers. So you find a situation, coupled with corruption, which was very rife, coupled with the government not paying for the cargoes that National Shipping Line was bringing for them, carrying for them from all over the world. So the company could not survive. It did not generate money to run itself, and it went down. The Unity Line that came thereafter was a single ship company. You don't do international trade with single ship company. And don't forget, nothing changed. Nothing changed from the perspective of National Shipping Line to the Unity Line. So the same problem that bogged down the National Shipping Line also trailed to the Unity Line, and the Unity Line also collapsed. So that is where we are. Government, as usual, has never been known to be very successful business managers, and government did not, as expected, manage National Shipping Line and the Unity Line properly, and it went down.
Well, thank you so much, Captain, for giving us that very comprehensive historical background. But you mentioned that, well, there weren't so much cargoes to be exported, just maybe granite and
cocoa, and then empty containers.
But then we also have a situation where we export our crude and import. So it would also have been a viable option for us to rely well, because at the moment it seems as if that's dependent on a lot of foreign shipping lines and not the Nigerian shipping lines. And so having a national shipping line will kind of actually reduce that dependence on the foreign shipping line, don't you think so?
Okay. I will welcome government establishing national carrier. I will welcome it. It will be good for us. It will be very patronizing for us, to the extent that the government will do it along the lines stipulated in Section 35 of the NIMASA Act 2007. It is very, very clear what the role of the government should be. It is to certify companies, indigenous companies, as carriers that meet certain criteria. And thereafter, government will also provide cargoes for them to carry from the local government, from the state government, from the federal government. So it is a very good thing for us. We welcome it. We welcome it. We will also expect that in the circumstance of this new dispensation, as against what happened to National Shipping Line and Unity Line, where government was not paying for its cargoes, we will expect that this time around, the cargoes that the national carriers, I'm not talking of, please note, there's a difference between national carrier and state-owned shipping company. If government wants to have national carriers, we welcome it. It is very good for us. After all, ARIC is a national carrier. Aero Contractor is a national carrier. Medview is a national carrier. And whatever happens in the air also happens at sea. That is why both of them are called vessels. Aircrafts are called vessels too. So we welcome Nigeria establishing national carriers so that we can take advantage of the only thing we have, which is we have only oil and gas. We don't produce. We have only oil and gas, and whatever we want to do,